Hi friends. Okay, I'm trying to move you because it got dark all of a sudden. But if I have the lights on behind me, it's like piercing. So I want to talk about you. I mean, if you've been around for a while, you know how I feel about affirmations and having a daily gratitude practice. Like you send your words in the direction you want your life. You send your words in the direction you want your life to go. And so if you're really struggle busing, I'm challenging you to look at what your self-talk is, especially on the inside. Like, are you beating yourself up? Are you berating yourself? Or are you reminding yourself of all the good and really just kind of redirecting that negative self-chatter? So tomorrow is Marshall's birthday, and we're putting together some stuff for him, and I have been after him for a while about creating a gratitude practice and also having an affirmation practice, which for dudes, especially when they're tough guys, it can be super difficult. But I had this really fun idea for Mother's Day, actually. The kids all wrote me affirmations, and those are the little like cards I've been sharing in my stories every single day. And they're misspelled, and some of them are really crazy. But they just like make my heart happy every day. It just makes me joyful. So I had them all sit down, and we filled out a whole bunch of index cards with just like simple affirmations. And so if you have a partner who is kicking and screaming and not really, I don't think it's a refusal like of wanting to do it. I just think it's really hokey for all of us. And so if your brain doesn't work that way, it can be especially difficult. So the kids just wrote some, like Charlotte, I think this is Charlotte. She wrote, I'm an Uno champion. I'm a fabulous daddy. This is just like, I mean, I know Father's Day is already come and gone, but this is a great idea in case you have a person in your life, or maybe you are the person in your life and you're like you're beating yourself up and just being really, really harsh. Always write your affirmations and say them out loud in a present tense, because if you're like, I hope someday I am such and such, well, that's going to happen someday. But if you step into who you want to be today, even if it feels totally fake, I guarantee you that eventually you're going to level up your life. You're going to start behaving like the version of yourself that you want to become. You're going to start behaving as that person and taking steps and making decisions that person that's calm or patient or joyful or inspired or excited would naturally do. So if you're operating from a place of who you are currently, it's really hard to level up your life versus maybe being a little ingenuine and saying things that don't feel true, that don't feel authentic, like, you know, you are financially free, or you're super excited to be where you're living, or you're in a really, really joyful marriage. Like, maybe those aren't your truth, but if you want them to become your truth, I'm encouraging you to just put it out there, to speak it into the universe, and then to take the action to be that person. So I put together a bunch of my own for him, and will he use them? I don't know, but I feel like if he has them on his desk and he sees them and he sees some cute kid ones, he's more likely to actually say them. So try that out. Write some freaking affirmations or put them on Post-its around your house. This could be for you, or it could be for a person in your life that you want them to like change their self-chatter, and you want them to know how awesome they are, because I think a lot of us are so harsh, right? We're our own worst critics. But like, you wouldn't hang out with someone that talks trash. You wouldn't hang out with someone that's mean to you, that bullies you, that is always berating you. So why is it okay and acceptable when we do that to ourselves? So I always gut check myself and say, is this something I'd want my kid to say about themselves? And if I'm saying that about myself, I need to check it before I wreck it. Because as parents, you guys, we are the ones who are influencing who they're going to become. And then once they're adults, all the behaviors that we're doing today, all the things that we gaff off, all the ways that we show up or we don't show up, our kids are going to think that is the acceptable way to show up. So on the days I don't really feel like saying my affirmations, on the days I don't really want to focus on my gratitude, I remind myself that it's going to make me a happier, healthier version of myself, and that ultimately I'm teaching my kids a super important lesson. So freaking Post-its, you guys, I had Target send them to me. 49 cents, and we just wrote a whole bunch of fun things on there. Hopefully it helps him remember and reminds him how epic we think he is and how much we love him and how important he is. So especially if you have someone in your life right now that's in law enforcement and they're just taking a beating with all the stuff happening in the world, I highly encourage you to push this, okay? It doesn't have to be all mushy-gushy. It could be something like, you know, I'm loved by those who matter most. I'm super patient. I'm a great parent. I have a super hot wife. Woo! Thanks, baby Jesus. Anyways, it's just my thought of the day. And then as far as having a gratitude practice, if you're not sure where to begin, you just freaking begin, yo. I work with people, I mentor women, and that's always the sticking point. They're like, well, I don't know how to do it. You just freaking do it, okay? It doesn't need to be some kind of grand thing, like some epic world peacey thing. Your gratitude practice is things, the simple things that most of us take for granted. And when you start to put that light on it, when you start to focus on how you're grateful for it, you see all the other things that are truly miracles in your life, like freaking flushing toilets and indoor plumbing. Yeah, can you see a theme? All those things we take for granted, like the fact that I have a major laundry pile in my living room more days than not. I could begrudge it. I could look at it and be like, ugh, I'm the only one that does laundry. I have to get that laundry folded. And I used to be that way until I started having a gratitude practice. And instead of being like, ugh, I have to do that, instead, I shifted it. And every single day, you see it in my gratitude practice that I'm grateful that I have a pile of laundry to fold, because it means that I have a washing machine that works. It means that I have running freaking water. It means that I have a family who is like making things dirty that we get to clothe, and that we have enough abundance financially to like buy way too many freaking pairs of pants. What the heck, man? There's like, how many pairs do you need? So have a gratitude practice. It doesn't have to be something huge. I'm challenging you just to do kind of a brain dump with it every single day. That's how I do it. Like everything that comes to mind, I write it down. It doesn't need to impress anyone. It's my gratitude list. It's the things that make my life easier. The fact that I have a dishwasher, the fact that I love to buy these like fake flowers from Amazon, like these make it on my list, you guys. When you start to shift your focus, it will transform your entire freaking life. True story. So send your words in the direction you want your life to go. Start focusing on all the amazing things you currently have. And if you are not where you want to be, level up by saying who you want to be. Like I am a super calm, patient, fun mom. I am financially free. I am the owner of 50 million cats. Whatever. No, I better not say that, because Connor will start praying, and we all know that kid needs his own freaking TBN channel. So, or whatever it is, TBN, I don't know. What's the prayer channel? Anyways, that's my thoughts on having an affirmation practice and having gratitude. Having a gratitude practice, it really does shift your perspective. And like take working out, for example. Final thought before we go. I always challenge my ladies to flip the script around it being something that you have to do because you hate your body and you're trying to change it, and instead be super grateful that you get to move your body, whatever that looks like for you. It's not something you have to do, it's something that you get to do. And the things that are hard for you are things other people pray for, you guys. So perspectivals are a super important thing. Having a gratitude practice and having an affirmation practice are free and super easy. And quite frankly, those two things will transform your entire life if you lean into them. So I'm gonna go finish all the, oh my gosh, I need my glasses adjusted. I'm gonna finish all the 500 million other things that I need to get done that I'm so grateful I get to do. I'm not behind. I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm right on track. And the thunder's starting. So anyways, friends, I'm sending you hugs from me to you. I hope today that you make sure you drink your water and that you show up in all the ways that you can, because you are exactly where you need to be and you are loved by those who matter most.